Okay, so let's talk a bit about this inbound and outbound marketing again. Let's go down to the next point. Successful businesses need traffic. In order to make a sale, you have to have a lead. You have to have a prospect who turns into a lead, who becomes someone you can make a sale to. This might sound blindingly obvious, but so many business owners miss it. And the other thing you need to do is you need to get people to know who you are, what you do, and what you can do for them. So you've only got three kinds of traffic. You've got earned traffic, joint venture traffic, and you've got paid for traffic. Today, while I'm here, my friend Andy is mailing out to his 160,000 strong mailing list, and he's recommending me because I've been doing his Facebook ads for him. That's joint venture traffic, because I've done something for him. I hosted a webinar the other night. 4,500 people registered on this webinar, 1,000 people turned up. You've never seen the questions fly past so fast. It was like, oh my God. So he, in return, has now mailed for me, which is what's called a joint venture. You can earn traffic, i.e. you can blog for it, you can podcast for it, you can go out networking for it. It's, the things that you do that take your time. Or you can have paid for traffic. And this is the big revelation for me about 2 years ago. Because I've paid for Google AdWords, but then I swiftly got banned, because everyone got banned in the mid-2000s. Google got very strict. But now there's a platform called Facebook, which is even more sophisticated than Google used to be in terms of your targeted traffic. And I can get actual clicks to your website. One of my clients was getting clicks to a website for 20, 30 cents. Now, when you think Google, if anyone is using Google AdWords, £1, £1.50 per click, it's quite expensive, isn't it, at the moment? So, but the thing about paid for traffic that my mentor in America tells me is that if you haven't got a systemized, duplicatable, repeatable, scalable way of getting traffic to your website or traffic to your offer or traffic to your business, you haven't got a business at all, because you're at the mercy of other events. And that's exactly what happened to us with the Money Gym. We were at the mercy of the property market going down. So paid for traffic is the most reliable traffic, and then you have to know what to do with that traffic. And I'm delighted to say that the people who taught me what to do with traffic, because I use Infusionsoft now, are in the room today, which is a big surprise. Adrian and Nintz are over the back there. They, when I swapped one shopping cart, it's great, but it was a little bit clumsy. And when I heard about the amazing things Infusionsoft could do in terms of following people up and then sending them the right stuff depending on the actions they took, I just started going with paid traffic, and it was perfect. Perfect timing. But I paid a coach in America because that's just who I was recommended to. And he didn't really know how to use it properly, so these two saved me, which was rather nice. Go on, let's go for the next one. So all successful businesses need new leads. This is what you're doing while you go out and network. You're looking for new leads. There's qualified leads and there's unqualified leads, and the benefit of a system like Infusionsoft is you put in unqualified leads at the beginning, although they're somewhat qualified because they've come through your paid marketing system and they've opted in for something you've offered, a free gift. So they're somewhat qualified, but then Infusionsoft helps you turn them into super qualified leads, because you can actually make them go through a series of events. So did they click on to watch that video? Did they put in their name and email somewhere else to download something else? They move themselves up a hierarchy from unqualified to qualified. But really successful businesses need to know how to convert to sales. And the best way to do that is to add value, to educate about your topic and your business, and then to do what's I can't say this, consultative selling. I've been practicing all morning and I still can't say it. It's basically when you get someone on a call and you talk to them about what they need, and you talk to them about their business, and you don't try and close them if they're not suitable. You choose, to send them, refer them to someone else perhaps if that's more suitable, or you give them a further opportunity to experience what you can do for them. And I found that this works incredibly well. The best book for this, if you're not comfortable about consultative selling, is spin selling. It's not about selling at all. It's about the difference between selling high-ticket items and low-ticket items, and how you have to do the high-ticket items differently. And it's got a nice little system. I thought I'd give you some of my best books I've read over, hundreds of books I've read over the last few years. And Pitch Anything is great because it's all about your mindset. It's all about how you don't want to be in a selling position. When you go out networking, you don't want to be trying to sell yourself to the other people. You want to be seeing how you can help the other person. And how you don't want to do things like, I went for my first business meeting in about 3 years last week. And I only went because she was only about 5 stops on the bus along from me. So it's about how to position yourself, how to get your mindset right, so that you know that you've got the best solution for the customer's problems. And it helps enormously. Okay, so let's move on. So Facebook advertising is different to other advertising. If you think about it, there is radio and television advertising. It's fast and super cheap. There's radio, television and print. And Facebook is fast and super cheap compared with those. You can be getting leads within an hour for your business. It's so fast, it's unbelievable. Leveraging existing assets. You can actually download your LinkedIn contacts, upload them to Facebook. About 60% will convert to being on Facebook. And then you can advertise to them. You can upload your prospect list. You can upload your existing customer list. And better than that, you can then spin off new audiences from those lists. So Facebook will go and find more people like your customer, more people like your prospects, more people like your LinkedIn contacts. Excuse me. There's hardly any competition. Hardly anyone's doing this right now. Your competitors certainly aren't. Your competitors are still dinosaurs. Let's whiz through them. And it really works. I mean, Adrian will tell you, he's been, travelling around recently and going to meetings and things, but your leads just regularly drop into your inbox, don't they? Okay, so print, TV and radio is passive or interruption marketing. There's usually no tracking. Hardly anyone does. If you are doing magazine advertising, print advertising or radio, please make sure you send them to a special page or you give them a special coupon to quote or a special reference number or something, because that will tell you whether your advertising's working that you're paying very hard-earned money for. Whereas Facebook's brilliant because you can actually put a pixel on the thank you page after people opt in. You can put a pixel on the thank you page after they buy, and you can tell down to the exact advert which one converted to a lead or a sale. It is that precise. So, for example, if I'm testing 3 different images, I can tell which of those 3 images converted better. Amazing. So scientific. Google AdWords used to be like that, but Facebook is even beating Google AdWords in terms of who you can target and who you can put your ads in front of and how you can tell how they're doing. So Google AdWords, the other disadvantage with that, I used to love them till they banned me. And they only banned me because they kept sending me vouchers. And I kept using the vouchers. But you're only supposed to use 1 per person, apparently. That wasn't obvious. And then they banned me. So they have to be actively looking for you on Google AdWords. They have to know that they've got a problem. Let's use an example. If I've got bad skin and I want to go and find a cure for my bad skin, I know I've got a problem. I don't know what the solution might be, so I might go to Google and type in my problem. Or if I've heard about a solution, I might go and type in the solution name, for example, if I've heard about some good cream, for example. But sometimes your prospects don't even know. I mean, for example, with Adrian, we've got 2 sets of prospects, haven't we? We've got people who are already using Infusionsoft and who want to learn how to use it better. And we've got people who are using the competitors, like One Shopping Cart and Get Response, and who know they want something better but don't know what it is necessarily. So we then can target people, for example, who are using One Shopping Cart, Get Response, Aweber, and put the benefit of using Infusionsoft in front of those people. So it's a way of educating your marketplace that there might be a better solution out there. And they're very expensive. £1.50 a click. That's before you've even got the lead. So this is a new client of mine who is a very, very dynamic lawyer. She's an award-winning lawyer. And she's got an obsession with zebras, which is very cool. So I've been putting together some draft ads for her based around the zebra theme. And you can see how you have to make your images really stand out, and that really grabs people's attention because the ads are flying past in your timeline if you use Facebook. And you have to make them look like they might have come from a friend. So not like an advert with lots of stuff all over it. No nasty arrows, no highlighting, all that stuff. And you have to make it stand out from the crowd. And luckily, this lawyer is she's a real trendsetter, so I'm having some real fun with her ads. Let's go to the next one. So I just went and found the best pictures of zebras. I mean, it's so much fun to do this stuff. And the next one, that's a good one. That is weird. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but it's performing best than anything else. So you can be getting new leads in 60 minutes. You can get clicks for 50p. You can see how powerful this is because if you've got, say for example, you've got a new product and you're not sure about the price, you can actually get traffic within sort of 15 to 30 minutes and send your traffic to 3 different pages with 3 different price points on. You don't have to guess anymore. You can just test. And I love it because of the combination of the creative with the pictures, for example, and the geekiness of the exact science of knowing what's working and what's not. You can get, could you just whiz back, sorry, Joe? Yeah, that's right. So the other brilliant thing about it is once you get to 25 conversions, whether that's people opting into your mailing list or buying your product, you can say to Facebook, okay, I don't want to pay for clicks anymore. I want to optimize for leads, or I want to optimize for sales. And Facebook will go and find you more prospects that are just like the people who just opted in or just like the people who just bought your product. Isn't that amazing? Just think about that for a minute. Facebook becomes your joint venture partner, and they go and find more people like the people who've just bought. That's like mind-blowing in my opinion. So you can leverage your existing assets, you can leverage your website visitors. I've got a friend, Andy, who's doing a big launch at the moment, and he's got joint venture partners like the Mind Valley people, John Assaraf, really big names in the personal development space, and they're sending hundreds of thousands of visitors to his website, and we've got a little pixel on the thank you page after they opt in. We've got a little pixel on the page where they visit and don't opt in, and then we've got a little pixel on the thank you page after they've bought. And we can remarket to each of those people separately with different offers. So last year he did a launch, all of those visitors were wasted. This year he's able to remarket to them all just by putting a pixel on the website. As I say, oh, here we are, I wanted to show you some ads. So if you visit Cairncross Media today, you will shortly see in your Facebook timeline ads that are actually, hello again, thanks for visiting. Did you download the report while you were there? Would you like to come back and do it if you didn't? It just runs for 7 days. So it's really cool because it just reminds people if they didn't take action to come back and do that. And interestingly, I just booked my train ticket to come here because you can see I'm being retargeted by Southern Rail down the bottom right-hand side. So that was clever. If you go to like Marks and Spencer's and look at something on Marks and Spencer's, they're very good at it because you'll be followed around by boots and underwear. This is the right-hand side as well. I've got to do a little bit of tweaking to this because you can see some of the words are disappearing off, but timeline advertising, right-hand side advertising, it all works really well. There's hardly any competition for it. Your dinosaur competitors aren't using it. They're using print, radio and TV, and they're not even tracking what's working there. They're possibly using Google Ads, and any social media managers in the room? Right, don't take offence, okay? But in my opinion, and I'm very active on social media, if you're not using social media to bring traffic back to your website, I'm sure you're going to agree, then you are basically just farting in the wind. You don't use social media to try and sell people. Use social media as a traffic generator and try and send Twitter traffic, for example, to a page on your website /Twitter, Facebook /Facebook or FB. Try and track what your results are doing, and all the best social media managers will tell you that. And everyone's moaning about the Facebook reach decline. If you've got thousands of people who've liked your site, liked your page on Facebook, and you put something up there, and you used to get lots of comments and everything, everyone's moaning about not being able to get in front of as many people who've liked their page. Just pay £5 and boost it, and it'll go to everyone. That's a really easy way to increase your reach again. Okay, it really works. You can get leads in 15 minutes. Joe's getting the hang of this now. You can split test everything. Split test pictures, you can split test the copy, you can split test prices, you can split test different audience groups, you can split test country or area. So for example, if you want to see whether more of your customers are in London or Brighton, you can get right down to the postcode. It's amazing. And you don't need a web designer. Sorry if there's any web designers in the room. I think you're very necessary to create beautiful websites. But when you want to do stuff like marketing on the fly like this, it's really cool because you can just send people to landing pages with a company called Lead Pages. I think we're going to show you a lead page opt-in now. It's just a beautiful picture with a box. And that's, you can do that in seconds using Lead Pages. It means you don't have to bug your website designer except for the big things, because they don't like doing little things, really. Okay, that is pretty much it. And I think I've come in just under time, haven't I? Yeah! In spite of the clicker. Thank you very much, everybody.